This is a example of a player that is not greedy and stupid, guys. Like, I can't even believe this. How is your endgame performance? How is your endgame performance? Damn! This is the power of vertical investment. This is the model Pokke viewer, man. I don't even think I can do this. You know, is to have the restraint for like 2 years. I think this might be our first time in a long time S+. Hopefully more people can see this and just kind of see how is it like. I don't think it's meant to be easy to be, oh my god, I'm gonna skip this and everything, right? But I think if you step back and realize that HSR is just like a side game. There's no RTA. There's no PvP. You don't win against anyone else. I am a free-to-play. I am a free-to-play player. And I don't spend any money on the game. Bro has 500 morals. I started during 1.0, lost on Scylla banner, and got Jingyuan as my first limited 5-star. I got some pretty decent early game luck and decided to vertically invest in my teams after I got E2 Dale. After that, I was able to double down my luck and got an E2 Acheron in 2.1. I was able to roughly complete a good chunk of my teams, however, missed out on Sunday and Jiao Chiu. Unlike the majority of the players in HSR, I skipped Super Break and went all in for Fei Xiao follow-up. In V3 so far, I only put for E1 Bubbin, E0 Chibi, and E0 S1 Casuarus. In terms of relics, most of my characters are relatively decently built. Farming for better relics for Chibi and Casuarus. Chibi kinda sucks, all good. Follow-up set shared by a few units. I basically have no issues clearing endgame, and I've always been striving for faster and better clears. I got into HSR PvP during 3.0 and had a lot of fun, but my account tends to run into an issue from being target banned due to my limited roster. Hence, going forward, I will start considering more horizontal investment. Would like to see how you would recommend me to improve my account to be more equipped for PvP. Current pooling plans, E0 S1 Sunday when it reruns, but I don't know what's next, honestly. Maybe I'll pull on 3.3. Okay, first things first. I want you to be absolutely clear. You can't have this and this at the same time. It's not possible. In fact, if you were to do this, even as a free-to-play, it's already really, really scary. Because the moment you lose a 50-50, you run the risk of not being able to keep up. And your pooling plan gets thrown out the window, you try to horizontally invest, you miss out on the DPS, you miss out on support, and then that's how accounts get bricked. Especially the free-to-play. So I want you to really rethink carefully, right? Why do you want to play PvP? If it's just for like feeling good that, you know, you can beat up other players, you'll play League of Legends, bro. It's free. Because I'm gonna be real, this target bending is a very real issue, especially for free-to-play players who play Honkai style PvP and they have no roster. But please don't ever feel the need to spend money just for a... This is not even in the game, by the way. It is like a community event set up in my Discord and in other Discords just to play PvP, right? Please don't ever feel the need that you need to spend money just to play HSR PvP, right? Just play League of Legends. It's way more fun, it's way more toxic, and can save fucking money to buy in this all chest. It's fantastic. Alright, aside from that though, your pooling plans, I'ma be real, you skipped everyone except for E0, Chibi, and Casuarus, right? I don't think you need an extra that much. You can kind of see what Hyacinth has to offer. And then what 3.3 forward has to offer. I don't know if you really need E0 S1 Sunday, unless you are determined to stick with Jingyuan, or as well to a certain extent E2 deal. Alright, if you are okay with not going for that, you technically don't really need Sunday. So let me just see what this account has to offer right now. I took your financial advice and lost $100 for Kalala icon. Thanks, MrPokke. Okay, yes, Beth. You could have literally given $100 to me as well as the mod team, and we would have made a much happier place. you would have made a lot of people very, very happy, you know. But then you spend it on the color icon, so it kind of it is what it is, right? Kind of it is what it is. Yep. Okay. I really don't think you have any issues with like wanting or not wanting to play Super Break. Like this is completely fine. This is okay. This is done. Boom, boom, boom. E2 Aircraft as well. Yeah. I don't think you need Sunday. I don't think you need Sunday at all, TBH. You are missing. Oh my god! I can't believe this account actually did not pull Super Break. Wait, then why did you get E1 from me? Why did you get E1 from me? To be fair, when Ranmei came out, she was still really good with everyone else back then. In Hyper Carry as well. It's just that nowadays, her role is essentially dedicated to Super Break specifically. Back then, anyways, because we didn't have things like Bubbin, right? We didn't have things like Bubbin, we didn't have things like Chibi, we didn't have things like Sunday, Spargo, everything. So Ranmei was like her, to be fair. And she was kind of used with Jingle. I think that's okay. So you really, oh my god. Damn, you skipped hella units, man. This is a example of a player that's not greedy and stupid, guys. Like, I can't even believe this. It's actually crazy. He skipped the entire Super Big roster. In fact, he skipped more than half the banners in HSR as a complete free-to-play. How is your endgame performance? How is your endgame performance? Damn! Bro, one cycle as a complete free-to-play in this economy, that's crazy. That is actually kind of crazy. I'm guessing what happened is you one cycle Flame Weaver and you 0 cycle second half. Because you are running sustainers here. Then one cycle as a free-to-play is crazy, dude. It's actually crazy. This is the power of vertical investment. This is the power of okay, granted this E2 Akron was ridiculously lucky. He didn't even use the E2 Akron, so you can't even say that it's luck. He's kind of like Bob. Like Bob doesn't even activate the E2 Casterus. He doesn't even need to use his E2 Akron, and it's still one cycles. To be fair, even if bro wanted to use E2 Akron, I think he couldn't because he doesn't have Jiao Qiu. But in any case, oh my god, that is a really good achievement, man. E0 Casterus. Yeah. A lot of these old units you can see, right? Like technically, their usefulness essentially sort of ran their course by the time this version rolled about, right? So he still put vertical investments for E2 Deal. He still put vertical investments for Akron back then, which, you know, I would say he probably had a very good time clearing all of the endgame content very comfortably. But nowadays, it's kind of gone. But because he was dedicated to the vertical investment, specifically with, like, for example, use like E1 Babin, right? Use like, wait, he didn't even pull for E1 Tribi. He didn't even pull E1 Tribi. It's an E0 S0 Tribi. For a free... Are you... Damn, as a free-to-play, that is crazy. As a free-to-play... Okay, it just reason... I mean, like, if he wants to lie, that he doesn't lie to anyone by himself, though. Like, sure, right? But assuming that he didn't lie, I think this is a very impressive achievement, right? Because you don't gain any honor from lying from it. It's like, oh my god, you gain the approval from MrPokke and his Gunner chat, you know? I don't think it matters, but like, if he truly did remain free to play the entire time, I think it's a very commendable achievement, and it's honestly kind of crazy to see this account doing it this way. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm very impressed. I am genuinely quite impressed. 144 speed face out, 94% crit, 138 crit damage. I think this is getting shit, right? Probably can drop. Oh my god, crazy. Yeah, I can probably drop down the speed a little bit more, but not too big of a deal. Babin, you are running the Luxaga, that's gonna be fine. Character is easier as one, absolutely. Adventuring can it's kind of okay. Doesn't really matter that much. I don't even know if bro runs Adventure anymore because he's literally running Sustainless. So it is what it is. Topaz 137, E0, S0 Topaz on Grand Duke with the... Okay, relatable. Good. Damn, that's hella fucking good. That's hella fucking good. Kind of relatable. His relics are good. His relics are really, really good. 154 speed on the 2-piece kill. I think this is going to be run. Do you have the effect rest? Yes, very, very good. So that's going to be for a follow-up team. Ranmei on E2, E1 S0 Ranmei. Do you have DDD? How many DDDs do you have? How many DDDs do you have? Oh my god, guys. Okay, like this shows me that, you know, he didn't pull that much. Alright. For a guy to have S5 DDD, day 1 player, by the way. Day 1 player with an S5, okay, S6 DDD. Kelala Lycons. Relatable. Very, very relatable. Acro, I think this is gonna be G. If you... It kind of feels bad that, you know, you don't really have a Jiaoqiu. But the thing is, you don't even need Jiaoqiu anymore. Not that you don't need Jiaoqiu for the Acron, but it's more like you don't need Acron herself as a person. Right, I'm not saying that Acron serves no fucking purpose. But you have all these different units that you have already vertically invested. You're not forced to pick up this Jiaoqiu for this E2 S1 Acron. You could, but first of all, environment doesn't suit. Second of all, if you don't want to, you're also fine. Alright? So that's fine. Jingyuan. So you wanted to pull a E0 S1 Sunday for Jingyuan. I feel like if you have fun playing Jingyuan, and I'm a big real man, I had a lot of fun playing Jingyuan. When Sunday first came out and then he made the Jingyuan 0 cycle, it was very, very fun. So if it makes you feel fun, if you pull for Jingyuan Sunday, I think it's gonna be fine. And who knows, maybe in the future, Sunday can work with more DPSs in version 3, right? Because he came out towards the tail end of version 2, so I wouldn't be surprised if there are even more V3 DPSs that could work with him. So that is gonna be up to you. Spargo on 162 speed. If you don't want to run her anymore, that's also G. Fusion on trend with, I'm guessing this is supposed to be with Acheron. So that is going to be that. Silverwolf needs to wait for the buff. This is E2 Dale. You know what, chat? I'm gonna be real, guys. E2 Dale is still fine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I feel like E2 Dale is still fine, man. Like, I feel like E2 Dale, you know, if you were to slap in on against the second half of Kafka, I feel like he's still going to be not too bad. Alright, slap him on the Bubbin, slap him on with the Sunday, slap him on with the Sparkle, 0 cycle, 1 cycle. I think it's not going to be that bad, right? Yeah, I think E2 Dale is really not that bad, right? So that's going to be that. Luocha, no commands. Gallagher is absolutely him. Yeah, the 4-piece Sacredos, this should be only used if you're spamming him for like non-DOT teams, non-break teams, which you are because you skip super break, so that's gonna be completely fine. Spella 162 with broken kill, resolution 36. Very, very high HR. I can kind of drop this HR a little bit. So maybe I'll change this to like HP or defense main instead, because otherwise she might die. 3k HP, 800 defense is super fucking squishy, so I'm not too comfortable with that. And you do have a lot of EHR, so that's gonna be that. Check my Jingyuan boots. Damn. 20.6, 36.6. This is really good. If only it was a high roll. Because I think this is like hella low roll. If you have 5 roll crit and you didn't hit 40 CV, you got hit by a lot of roll. Okay, but it's still really, really good though. Really, really, really nice. Very, very relatable. Very, very big W. Aside from that, all these other units, if you don't want to care, that's also completely G. Right? You could consider leveling this up to like level 60. Right? I mean level 70. It's like 1 summon, guys. This summon will change everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get a couple of summons for like Misha, sure, go for it. Right? I don't really think there's too much to say, man. I think this account is like you know exactly what you're trying to do. I don't think you need any help whatsoever. Your plan is fine. Your teams are fine. You're one cycling MOC 12. You're not greedy and stupid. You're actually locked the fuck in. This is the model Pokke viewer, man. Which I'm pretty sure like 90% of you guys are probably thinking like, what the fuck, this guy is unrelatable. Alright, you're never gonna be able to do this. But like, yeah, this is really, really good. I don't even think I can do this, you know? Is to have the restraint for like 2 years. He has been playing since day 1. Because if I lost my 50-50 on Scylla, I probably just swiped. You know what I'm saying? Before I was even a content creator. So it takes a extraordinary amount of restraint and self-control to actually hold this standard. This is assuming that bro didn't lie, right? If he lies, he just lies to himself. So there's no winning here, right? It's an empty victory. But if you really didn't lie and remain this full free to play, and you can still do all this on top of, you know, everything that you have done, I think this is good, man. I think this might be our first time in a long time S+. I think this might be my first S+ account in a very, very long time. Not the fact that this account is like crazy good. He has no E6. But as a complete free to play, he was able to do this. I think this was a W plus account. W boom, W big nuclear, very, very nice. He has no where so F. Okay. Okay. Alright. Chat said, I need to take away a grade. So, unfortunately, since you did not move when your account is permanently bricked. So it is what it is, right? But yeah, this is honestly a very, 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 very good account. I'm very, very impressed with this. Hopefully, more people can see this and just kind of see how is it like. I don't think it's meant to be easy to be, oh my god, I'm gonna skip this and everything, right? But I think if you step back and realize that HSR is just like a side game, right? It's not a game. It's not Epic 7. There's no RTA. There's no people. You don't win against anyone else, right? So I'm a little bit concerned by this statement over here, which is you want to do more horizontal investment. I'm a little bit scared that you might break your free to play over this, because I think for where it is right now, this account looks fantastic. But the moment you go into the rabbit hole of RTA, of PvP, and this PvP is not even real, by the way. It's like a community-based event. I hope that you will still enjoy the game as it is, because I think this account is a feel of yourself, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get your account reviewed, exclamation review, join Discord, discord.gg/Pokke right, where we're going to do our account review some stuff and see how the account review works. Word of the day is going to be not greedy and stupid, right? Join YouTube, right? See you guys in Clip Channel. Peace. You have cooled your last cool, my man.